Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well on this marvelous day. So today I'm going to be doing just a little chit chat, get ready with me. So my hair is already done. I kind of just did a twist out and wore it to bed like that. I think it came out pretty cute. Like, these are some nice deep waves.
Don't touch my hair when it's the feelings I wear.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. So first things first, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows. Today I'm doing a very simple glam look, nothing too crazy. But I just wanted to get on here and share a story with you guys. As many of you all may know, I am in New York City and I've been here for maybe almost 2 months now, and I have just been on the go, on the move. I've been trying to just set up different photo shoots with photographers. I've literally met a photographer on the street, walking down the street the other day, and he was like, "What agency are you with?" And I'm like, "Oh, Wilhelmina." I had my book, so he was like, "Okay, yeah, just come to my studio, let's shoot sometime." So I met up with him, super nice guy, and he lives right around the corner from where I live, so that made it really convenient. Yeah, just people reaching out to me on Instagram wanting to shoot with me. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go ahead and do that. It's Brianna L. Wright, and I'll place that right here for you to give me a follow. And yeah, that just keeps up with everything that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, and you get to see all of my pictures and stuff like that. So I've been really satisfied and happy with Wilhelmina so far. They have been getting me a ton of different castings. I probably go to 3 or 4 every week, and I just have been working on my development stage, and I've gotten my portfolio to a solid place where I feel comfortable. When I first started going to the castings, I was a little less comfortable because I didn't have very many photos in there, so I just felt I don't know, I just look like I don't have much. But that really doesn't mean anything, because if they like what you look like and they like your personality and your vibe, then they'll just go off of that. But now that I do have a full portfolio, I feel a little bit more happy about that. So I'm gonna just get started on my brows, and honestly, I've been letting them grow out. They've been flourishing pretty well lately, and just been really simple. I haven't even been filling them in, partially because I am almost out of this tip, and Benefit Cosmetics, if you want to send your girls some more product, then that would be cool. But yeah, my favorite right here, this is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Everybody that knows me knows that I use this all the time. Go. So yeah, like I said, just been going to a bunch of different casting. If you don't know what a casting is, it's basically just an in-person interview where they're able to just see what you look like. You have your pictures and stuff like that in your portfolio, but they just want to make sure that you have the same looks, that your hair's the same, that your skin is in good condition, so that way they can just kind of get to know you, feel your vibe out, see how you shoot, or see how you move when you shoot, and things like that. So for your casting, you just take your book. I have it right here on my iPad, or I also have the print copy here. Just depends on your preference or their preference, whichever, they'll let you know. So with this simple look, I've just been using this eyebrow gel from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and just kind of brushing them out, keeping it real plain and simple. Because honestly, I'm to the point where my eyebrows are in good enough condition, and they're the length that I like, so I don't really need to fill them in anymore. So now I'm going in with this Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. It's these 2 purple shades up here. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on my eye just to prep it for my eyeshadow. So yeah, just a bit of an update for you guys. Maybe a week ago, I went to this casting for piercing pagoda, or pagoda piercing, whichever one it is, and it seemed like it went pretty well. When you get there, you just sign in, you put your name, the date, and whatever time you arrive, and then sometimes there will be a little bit of a wait if there's some other models that were there before you, but usually you can just get right in, and it only takes 5 to 10 minutes. So what I love about certain castings is that the casting director will allow the model to just wear kind of what they want, and they just want to see your personality. So it's fun to be able to wear something represents me and my personality. So that's I always love castings where I can do that. I go in for that, take a few images, and I leave. So then the next day I get another email, and I got a call back from them. So this was going to be at a whole different location where I was going to meet with them, and for this one they just took a video. I stated my name, where I was from, just like an interesting fun fact about me. And so, like, of course I told them that I was into YouTube and I've been doing like hair, fashion, makeup videos and things like that, and that's just kind of like my hobby, what I like to do for fun outside of modeling. So like when you go to castings, it's always good to have that like in your mind. Like, don't just, you know, be prepared to like take pictures. Sometimes they will ask you questions just to kind of get to know your personality and see what you're about. And that is one huge thing that a lot of people may be fearful of, because, you know, with modeling, a lot of times you don't have to say anything. Like, you're just there, you take your pictures, you're good. But it's also good to just have that personality, because they want to know that you're just not like a wet mop and you're not, you know, boring and whatever. And they want to make sure your attitude's good, because they want to make sure that you will be someone that is like good to work with on set to have a good time, right? Got a call back for that, which was great. I was excited about that. Now for the strange part. I also had a casting for Amazon in that same week. And so it's in Brooklyn. It takes me about 40 minutes to get there on the train, which isn't bad. I feel like everywhere that I've traveled, it's been like at least 20 minutes to get to where I'm trying to get to. And on the subway, that kind of goes really fast, so that's not a big deal. The first day when I went to Amazon, it was raining. Like, I had washed my hair and I just had like a wash and go, but like by the time I got there, it was like, because like it just was so humid. Like, it was so much humidity outside, and it just was like, oh my goodness. So like, luckily I got there early and I had like some hair products in my bag, so I kind of just went to the restroom and refreshed it a little bit, and it turned out fine. But like, that's definitely key. You always want to make sure you're more prepared and you're not underprepared. So carry those kinds of things in your bag, like if you need to retouch your makeup or fix your hair a little bit, obviously. So I was actually the first person there at the Amazon casting, and there was probably like 10 other girls while I was there. And so they just filed us in one by one. We went in, we met the casting director and the photographer, and you know, they just had us change out clothes. I had on like some denim jeans and a little plain t-shirt. So a lot of times when you go to castings, they'll have you change out of whatever you're gonna wear. But I will say that it is still important to, you know, look presentable and have something that's like fashionable when you actually go, because they want to just see how you would represent their brand on a normal everyday basis, right? I go back, I take a couple of pictures, and that's really simple as that. They want to kind of just see your flow and your movement and how you feel with the camera, and, you know, your confidence and just all of that, right? I am literally just packing this on. Like, I really love this purple color. Like, it's super pretty. I feel like it can almost stand alone. Like, I might just wear just this solid color by itself and not add too much gradients in there. Yep, so I'm just gonna leave the eyes as is right now and get started on my face. And just to prep my skin, I'm using this Mary Kay primer. It's also a sunscreen and an SPF, so that's just really nice, especially with the weather and it's changing, so we want to make sure our skin is protected. So of course my skin is moisturized, and I just used some coconut oil, and I'm just gonna rub this in evenly. So here's the kicker. The next day after I leave the Amazon casting, I get another email from a different agent on the curve board, and they basically sent the exact same message for another Amazon casting, but it was like a different day and a different time. So like, I think the first one I went to was on Wednesday, and then they sent the email on Thursday for a casting on Friday, and I'm like, it was a little strange, because I was like, well, I did go to the one on Wednesday, but maybe this is for like another job or something, or maybe this is like a callback, like how the piercing pagoda one was. So I didn't question it. I didn't say, you know, anything in the email about how I had already been there that week, but I was like, all right, it's fine, I'll just go again, whatever, I don't know what happened. So I get there on Friday, and luckily the weather was a little bit better, so I felt better about that. So for foundation, I'm using this Dewy and Smooth Fit Me from Maybelline, and this is in Toffee number 330. So I get there, and again, I have a little bit of time before the casting director starts calling us in, and I'm just kind of chatting with other models. When I finally get back, there was literally the same rack of clothing that they had on Wednesday. And at that point I was like, all right, this is strange. Like, this isn't right. Something is strange here, right? So I get back, it's the same photographer and the same casting director, and of course my first response is like, hi, do you remember me? Like, do I look familiar? I was literally here 2 days ago and I actually had on the exact same outfit. And they were like, yeah, we thought you were looking for familiar. Does whatever the lady's name, does she know you're here? And I'm like, yeah, but I got an email from my agency and they were like, you know, come here on Friday. And I didn't question it because I just figured it was for something else. And so they were like, yeah, no, we have all of your information, so we don't necessarily need you to take new images, and we do have your comp card, so you're actually good. Sorry you had to come out here again. And I'm just like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, you know, like, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, it's okay, you know, it's not your fault, obviously, I'm just here, but it's fine. So at that point I was like, what on earth is going on? Why am I here? Why is there just a lack of communication? So I wasn't quite sure. So I ended up going to the agency and I told them that I had went, and they said they had my information, and my agent was like, oh yeah, somebody contacted me and they said that you didn't show up for the casting on Wednesday. And I was like, what? I was definitely there, and I definitely like took pictures and I gave them all my stuff. So I don't know what happened with that and why that was like disconnected. Strange. To this day, still not sure. Gotta make sure you get that neck. Blend it in. So they were like, yeah, did you go ahead and give them your comp card anyway? And I was like, yeah, I filled out the same paperwork and I just gave it to them, so I'm not really sure where the disconnect was. And they were like, yeah, okay, if you get like that double email again and if we're telling you to go, definitely ask about it and just make sure that, you know, it's not a mistake or something like that, and we'll contact them and let them know that you were able to make it and they may have just misplaced your card or something like that. And I'm like, all right, great. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in Deep. So once I got my comp cards and I kind of just explained to them the situation that happened at the casting, I was like, I don't know, like I felt kind of different. Like I had a different feeling. Like I feel like I've been on several different castings, and every time I leave, like, you know, I have a different feeling about it. And it's almost like, you know, you never really know, like you're not sure. They don't really give you any feedback while you're there. So it's just kind of like, okay, thank you. All right, bye. And so it's like, all right, well, you know, gotta just keep our fingers crossed that I have the look that they're looking for, you know, because it's not you, it's not the model. It just depends on whatever the client is looking for. And if you have the look that they want, then they'll book you. If not, then move on and you go to the next thing, right? The next day, which was yesterday, my agent gave me a call and she was like, yeah, I know you were saying how you were trying to decide if you were going to get an apartment here and you weren't sure about how long you'd be staying. Did you ever get that figured out? And I was like, yeah, I ended up getting an apartment. Originally I told them I was going to get one for a 6 month lease, and then I ended up, of course, getting it for a year just because it was easier that way. And the person that I was working with said that they had somebody else that was gonna be able to sign a lease for a year, so I didn't want them to, you know, give away the apartment to somebody else. So I just decided, all right, let me go ahead and do it this way. And so I let her know that, and she said, okay, great, because I just heard from Amazon and they want to book you. And I'm like, oh, look at God, won't he do it? And she said that they want to book me for this Friday, which is in a couple of days, and they give me all the information by tomorrow, Thursday. And it just felt just so crazy, because it was like, you know, when you look back on it, and if you want to get real deep about it, it's like you went there and they saw you, everything was normal, but for some reason, and I'm a true believer that God puts you in a place every second and every moment and every little thing that he does is for a reason. And I felt like, you know, even though in like my human mind and in, you know, my thought process, it seemed like it was a mistake, like I wasn't supposed to be there that second time, and that like there was like a mishap or hiccup somewhere. But it was like, maybe they needed to see me that second day. Maybe they needed to just have that second comp card so they could really remember me. And then that's when they decided, all right, we like this girl, so we want to go ahead and book her for this date. Amazing, huh? So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this NYX mineral powder under my eyes just to help with any creasing. She basically was just saying that she felt like I've been doing really well thus far. You know, I've been going to the different castings, and now I have this client under my belt, and my book is at like a really good place, and she feels like I don't necessarily need to do a whole lot of more test shoots just to build my portfolio. You know, of course I can still do stuff for you guys and my content and social media, but like as for my book, it's pretty solid, and I'll put it here for you guys so you kind of just see like where it's at right now and just the different looks that I was able to come up with. And I'm just so grateful because the team there, like, they help out so much. If I ever have any questions, and they're there to answer. And like Nanda, she's great. She always sends me different mood boards and like vibes for the photo shoot, so it's like a personal stylist basically. Like, I just have to figure it out from there, and that's great. Like, for me, like, that's one of the hardest parts, trying to figure out, okay, well, what are they looking for, you know? And I feel like if they tell me exactly what they want, then I'm able to deliver, and it's like we're all on the same page, so it makes it so much easier. And for me, communication is everything. So as long as everybody stays in the loop, and you know, there's open communication on my end where I can ask as many questions as I want, and if they're always there to answer, then that's just great, perfect. Like, I feel very comfortable with this start. Like, the foundation of everything has been solid. I was on the Wilhelmina Curve edit on their website, but now they've moved me over to the Wilhelmina Curve main board. So if you guys want to ever look it up, then that's where it is. Hopefully that'll just, you know, give me more opportunity. She said that the clients kind of usually look there first before they look at the other places, but I don't really know how the system works. I just said okay. I was also able to meet with my agent Wendy from Voices and Models from Kansas City yesterday, because she was here with some girls that are from a lot of different places, and they were meeting with some agencies. So that was nice, because I was able to give her good news and an update on that with, you know, booking my first thing here. Yeah, so everybody I've been talking to lately, for me right now, like, my biggest thing that I feel like, you know, I have to work on, and that I'm consciously making an effort, is just to be patient and to understand that, you know, if they didn't believe in me, then they would have never taken the time out to try and develop me in the first place. So I'm just, you know, telling everybody that this type of thing, it does take time, and you know, the process is different for everybody, so you really don't know how long things are going to take. You know, they could be here today, and then I don't see anything for the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. You never really know. But yeah, just for me, I just been trying to stay active and keep a positive attitude about everything. Like, I love watching different models and like their YouTube channels, and they're just so inspirational. I actually just started following Aisha Hodges, and she's a model. I think she's signed with One Management, I don't know for sure, but she's just like super inspirational, and I just love to see other young black women that are following their dreams and, you know, doing something that they love, and they're able to inspire other people. So that is just kind of the vibe that I'm in. Like, you know, I feel like if God's pouring blessings into my life and I'm able to you know, be happy, then I just want to give that love to you guys, and just, you know, we can all be here and stay connected together. So like, I'm literally talking to my camera right now, but I feel like we can just stay connected, and I can talk to you guys and just, you know, feel comfortable in my own skin and everything like that. So it's just always a fun time for me. So I'm just gonna set that with this NYX powder, and this is a matte powder. And my first day is going to be on this Friday. Hopefully I can get a little bit of footage of behind the scenes, but if not, then I'll definitely keep you guys posted and just let you know how everything went. The casting director seemed really nice, and the photographer was there, was cool, so I feel like this would be great. And you know, for my first time out, hey, I'm excited. It could have been anything and it wouldn't have mattered. I would still be very excited about it. I just feel confident, and I feel like I'm supposed to be here, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And even like, I'm so grateful Olivia introduced me to the church that she attends, and I've been going ever since, and it's just so amazing. Like, I feel like it's such a community there, and everybody is welcome. And it's FCBC, so I guess it's a pretty popular church here in Harlem, but it's just a nice vibe. I really like it. Music's always great, pastor's always great, and I feel like, you know, that's just like a really great start. Whenever you go somewhere else, it's good to just kind of get submerged into somewhere that you can like relate spiritually, even if it's not like a church. Like if you like just do yoga or meditating, or if you like to work out, go to the gym, whatever, just like find that community and like somewhere that, you know, you can really be yourself and relate with other people. Because of course in modeling, like, I haven't gotten to that point just yet, but some people are just traveling all over the world, and you know, you don't really know anybody, but it's just good to have that foundation so that you can feel comfortable where you are. Highlighting with my favorite Whisper of Guilt from MAC Cosmetics Skin Finish for that natural dewy glow. So I'm just gonna take a bit more of that purple shade and take it right underneath my eye. So I literally never use blush, but I'm gonna try a little bit today, and I'm just gonna use this and dab it in there very lightly because I don't want it to be extreme, but we'll just see how it works. So just to finish it off, I'm using some of this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm just gonna take this on the outer corner of my eyes, my lashes, to keep it natural looking. So yeah, once my lashes are nice and flared out, that is the final look, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video, something really simple, but I just wanted to come here and chit chat with you guys, give you an update on what's been going on. I'm so excited. I just feel like, you know, that just you work so hard, and you know, this is kind of just the first step of it paying off. So yeah, that's it for today. I will see you guys in my next video, and I'll be sure to keep you posted. Follow me on my Instagram so that you'll know when I post new videos, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always know when I post. Much love. Peace. Good morning. So I'm looking extra shiny. I just got out the shower. I washed my hair and diffused it and lathered up with some coconut oil. You know, you girls got to be moisturized. But I am just making a little bit of breakfast. I've got all my bags and stuff ready to go, and I am headed to Amazon. Super simple breakfast. Let's go. Unfortunately, it is raining outside, so this is a struggle, but I've got my umbrella. Just got 2 stops on the subway. It'll probably take like 40 minutes to get there, so yeah, I'm still like puffy, figuring it out, but once I get there, I'll be all right. I finally made it. The train ride wasn't too bad. It wasn't like 1,000,001 people on there, which is always good, because when there's so many people, it just makes it too hot, and it's just like, ugh. The rain did let up a little bit. It's just sprinkling now. I'm just trying to, you know, hold the umbrella and protect whatever little curls that I have left over. And it's very beautiful out, even though it is raining. Nice view over here. Grass, haven't seen that in a while. But yeah, I'll see if I can get some footage inside. If not, then I'll check with you guys later. Alright, you guys, it is like hot in here, and I'm trying this method using one of these. It probably sounds really gross, but Patrick Star, he's another YouTuber, and I heard that if you use these to like blot, it helps take away some of that oil and shine that we've got working here. So that's what we're gonna do. And look at that, it doesn't leave any like residue behind. just wrapped up. Now I am headed home. It's like 6 o'clock and I am exhausted. So I'm probably just gonna eat dinner, take a shower, and like take a bath and relax, cause your girl is about done for the day. Whew.